Transformations, moments of people losing their cool due to power, last-ditch efforts, ultimate moves. These are some of the core aspects that make shonen manga and anime some of the coolest stuff ever. Bankai in Bleach, domain expansion from Jujutsu Kaisen, Luffy's different gear modes, Super Saiyan, the list just goes on. And today, I'll be explaining my story's versions of these core traits. Let me introduce you to the break state.
I say!
Strongest than no one else, over everyone else, over everyone else, over everyone else. We are going through hell. Yeah, I know I push you through hell.
Hey, what's up? So before we really dive into the video, I just want to say again, thank you. So right now we're sitting at 352 subs, which is awesome. And my birthday recently just passed, so that's kind of like a cool little belated birthday gift. So thanks, guys. Next, I've officially started drawing, planning, and sketching, all that good stuff. The manga that this power system is actually going to be used in, and the name will be Rain. So I'm going to slowly but surely be working on that, and I'll be dropping artwork while working on it, and drop panels and pages from time to time to get opinions on the art style and different ways on how I can improve. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and follow my Twitter. I'll post the first page that I've been working on pretty soon. Okay, next thing, Discord. So if you weren't aware, I already have a Discord server. It's kind of just like a chill hub where anybody can join and just talk and game and chill, whatever, as well as keep up to date with anything that I have going on as well. This server is for the community that I'm building, so we can be, more tight-knit and everybody can talk to each other, get to know each other, have a good time. So if you're interested, go ahead and join up. And while it doesn't exist yet, I'm going to be making a second Discord server specifically for the manga that I'm creating. So the second server that I'm going to make will be specifically for Rain and, everything related to Rain, the power system I'm making, the manga I'm making, eventually further down the line, the game that I want to make. A whole lot of stuff. But I'm gonna hold off on making that just until I garner, some more support for the manga and the world that I want to create. And when I feel like there's enough support behind it, I'll make the Discord, we'll build the community, and we'll watch it flourish. But anyways, that's about it for now. Yeah, back to the video. The break state, a complete metamorphosis. A break state is a state someone enters when they're at their absolute mental and physical limit. This is she. Now, naturally, because of she's experiences and just life that they've lived, their mind already teeters on the brink of insanity. During a traumatic battle with their life on the line, it didn't take much to psychologically push them over the edge. And so, with she's back against the wall, their opponent did exactly that. In a moment of confusion, desperation, and pure insanity, something in she's mind completely broke. She entered what is known as the break state. She completely loses consciousness, but when the consciousness is regained, everything is different. They awake within their inscape. This is a place that dwells deep within one's mind and soul, and within this inscape, she has to face the worst parts of themselves, having to face their worst traumatic moments manifested right in front of them again. Their worst nightmares, their demons, their true inner self, breaking them over and over and over again. All while on the outside, in the real world, their body begins to morph and mutate into something that's a manifestation of their worst horrid fears and the power that they hold. Now, she has a rocky ability. That ability is essentially to manipulate all plant life in a certain radius from where they're touching. Now, while in a break state, your power in Rocky grows exponentially. She goes from being able to manipulate the plant life around them to being able to completely assimilate with them. being able to become one with certain plants, regrowing limbs as they get chopped off in battle. The power that they get from this state is insane, but there's something wrong. There's no method to the madness. She basically turns into some sort of wild beast, purely going off of instincts, not conscious decision. And the longer the battle goes, the more She's body morphs in horrid ways, becoming more of a beast. And that's because the break state is essentially a trial for your mind. Again, while in the break state, you'll be an uncontrollable beast essentially, all while inside your mind you'll be undergoing the most traumatic and hardest trials you've ever went through in your life. And there's only two options from that point on: success and failure. Success means finding acceptance within oneself and being able to push past all the trials and tribulations. Doing this will lead the user to something called a reawakening, basically coming out on a whole nother level that they started with upgraded abilities and a better understanding about oneself. But failure means complete erasure. You lose yourself within your inscape. The break state takes over, and you effectively become nothing more than a super powerful monster. There's no known way to recover somebody once they've been consumed by this state. Now, this is a good time to talk about Ryoku. Ryoku is the type of rocky energy that deals heavily with one's mental state, emotional energy, and overall one's mental drive. So when you see people with abilities that tend to fall more on the mental side of things, like telekinesis or clairvoyance, anything like that, you're most likely dealing with Ryoku. And those with a high aptitude of Ryoku typically fare way better in the break state. Typically, those who deal with Ryoku or have a natural affinity for having a strong mental fortitude will come out of the other end successfully.